Welcome to This Week in Colorado Soccer, the non-conference schedule release version show
Summer
out here at
camp.
Soccer Camp Edition.
Yes.
Eric Poloni alongside head coach Danny Sanchez. Coach, obviously season has come to an end. We're into spring season's over, and here we are out here. Beautiful Prentup Field, 250 campers.
Yes.
As the start of camp season.
We're excited. First morning, we have a new addition to our Buff Vision team here, assistant trainer Hannah. That's helping us out. But yeah, I mean, it was a great spring season that wrapped up with the Colorado Cup, and the Cup is home, so we're happy about that. The Cup is come back to where it needs to be, so we're excited to have it here and in the office.
A little bit of a spring competition. You had a lot of the Colorado teams out here, multiple games going. Talk a little bit about that format.
Yeah, so we had UNC, Denver, and Air Force R joined us. We basically just played 3 games, points, goals for, goals against. And actually, it came down to penalties in the last game with Air Force. Rachel Rosen banged in the game winner on the 5th kick, and it was a good way to wrap up the spring season. Extra
orange slices for Rachel
Yes,
Rosen
yes,
for getting
exactly.
that done. Coach, before we get to the schedule, a couple of off-season moves, added a little depth at the keeper position with the addition of Lindsey Smith, a transfer from Memphis. She's not coming home to Colorado like a lot of our transfers. She's actually from Ohio.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about Lindsey.
Yeah, we've been looking for a goalkeeper in the portal, and she reached out. You know, we feel she's got a lot of upside. I think working with Jason, I think she's really going to improve. You know, we're very happy with Bella and Danny, obviously, but you really want 3 keepers at the Division I level. So we're excited that Lindsey's joined us, and we're looking forward to getting her next month.
And then, of course, Jenny Beyer has been selected for the German U20 national team training camp. Not her first stint. She was on the U17 team. Talk a little bit about Jenny's progress after her injury. Obviously, she was a good contributor last year, and now an opportunity with her national team.
Yeah, it's great that she's done a lot of work, got back in, had a great spring season. So we've had a lot of conversations with the national team coach, and you know, they love her versatility to play in the midfield, obviously play in the back, centrally and wide. So she's in Germany this week, and the goal obviously is to make the team for the U20 World Cup in Costa Rica in August. So we're wishing her the best.
All right, and then of course, San Diego, you do a lot of recruiting out there, and you got to catch up with Taylor Cornick, former Buff. I think people are aware of what she accomplished here. You got to see Taylor, got to take in a game, talk a little bit about how she's doing. Obviously, she was with Orlando prior to making the move to San Diego.
She couldn't be more excited. You know, she's from Vegas, but she actually played most of her youth career with San Diego Surf. So she's training at the place she trained as a youth and played. So she couldn't be more excited to be back home. They're playing in her national position of attacking center midfield, and she's really been thriving. Their coach, Casey Stone, came over from Manchester United, and she is big time. So they're in first place in the NWSL. They're really doing well, and Taylor has been a highly rated player in every game. So we're excited to see her progress. Like you said, we got out there, me, Dave, and Jason, and a couple of the current Buffs were there. Kaylee, Allie, and Bella were also in town. So we all took in the game and got to talk to Taylor after we won the game. So it was a great day.
Great to see the league growing, and obviously with the LA team edition out there, a lot more NWSL soccer being played in California.
It's incredible. I mean, Kansas City's building their own soccer-specific stadium just for the women's team. It's blowing up. Teams, they're going to be expansion, but they're doing it smart. They're expanding at the right rate, but the level of play is great, and it's a great opportunity for future Buffs.
Well, I'm glad you were able to get out there, and I'm glad that Taylor's doing so well. Coach, the non-conference schedule, Weber State coming to town August 18th. Obviously, we played them in the spring season of the COVID year over at Kittredge Field. Why don't you just take us through some of these games and what you're looking forward to?
Well, yeah, Weber State, like you said, it was a great match. We played them last spring. They had a great season last year, one of the top teams in the Big Sky, so that'll be a great challenge for us. San Diego is an up-and-coming team in the West Coast Conference, which is basically a Power 5 women's soccer conference. And then, you know, Valpo's coming in. They're one of the top teams in their league as well. And then the fourth one, we had to add a game, so the staff's really happy for me to add a game at BYU, who was the national runner-ups last year. We played in the spring in a great game at their place. We know the challenge, but we're excited for that. And then Texas A&M Commerce, who's transitioning to Division I, new coach, will be a very good match for us at home. Nebraska Omaha, one of the top teams in the Summit League. And then it's, you know, we got some challenges. You know, at Michigan, going back to your home area in Michigan, 8 Mile. To play the Wolverines, who made the Elite Eight last year, lost 1-0 to Florida State, and we know how good they are. And then Michigan State was probably one of the last teams out of the tournament last year, a first-year coach that's done a great job with them. And obviously, as we always do, we wrap up our non-conference schedule with DU at home on Saturday, September 17th. No football that weekend, so we're looking for record attendance, and we all know the quality of DU and how much of a rivalry it is for that. So, I mean, BYU, obviously, we faced them a few times in the NCAA tournament and had a lot of success, and they've really, obviously, like you said, they lost some penalties to Florida State in the national championship. They lost a couple players, but got just about everybody else back. They'll return to us in 2014, which we're excited for. So it's a great competitive preseason for us to get ready for Pac-12 play, but we know we have to get results to that to put ourselves in position for an NCAA bid.
2024, not 2014 for that return date.
2014 was the Snow Classico.
Snow Classico, yes. Yeah, it was much colder out here that day. Today is a much nicer day.
Yes.
Well, Coach, good luck with the camps in the spring here, and obviously we're looking forward to the start of camp in August. So for all of our fans out there, just remember you can follow cubuffs.com/soccer, and we'll see you soon.